Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome in. New and returning. You are most welcome, yeah. If it's your first time, yeah, I'm High Priestess Elif, and I welcome you to evolve with me. This channel is to serve you as a soul having a human experience. You are on your journey of evolution. Your evolution contributes to the collective consciousness, so you matter. Where you are matters, and this channel is here to support you with that. Returning subscribers, thank you so much for your love and support here. For all of your interaction, I really appreciate you. So it's good to have you back. I always ask that you guys trust your own guidance system. You've entered a sacred space. The archangels in the north, south, east, and west have their sacred flames burning. I'm seeing a beautiful image of a circle and other interconnected circles around it, and the message is that this is we're experiencing the energies of a great the word they're giving me is a conjunction. So your relationships are at the heart of this, and what you're experiencing, what you are being guided to heal, to upgrade, to transmute, it matters. Okay, I always ask that you guys trust your guidance system. If the message resonates, claim it without a doubt. I'm so grateful to my guides and keepers and your guides and keepers for bringing us together, so that, and trusting me to be the one to bring you the clarity that you need right now to serve your highest good. So if the message resonates, claim it without a doubt. If it doesn't, leave it for someone else. All right? And if it triggers, that is where your work begins. We're looking at the fate of this relationship. What is fated between you? What is the purpose of this connection? All right, we're going to look at past energy, okay, past life, anything that comes through that you've carried forward. And then we're looking at current energy and what you are being guided to work through right now, and then potential outcomes. Okay. Let's begin. Let's start with the fated oracle. Thank you, Spirit. Right. This is the one. Been called to this one. Allow divine timing, Sagittarius. Get this beautiful card. I love it because I have my moths on my sleeve over here. So, divine timing. Divine timing is not a particular date and time when something is meant to happen. Divine timing is when all of the energy, all of the parties involved are in alignment, when they've cleared out, when they've come into a place of readiness, when they've released everything that they need to release that holds them apart from that vibrationally, when all parties and all elements supporting the connection are in alignment. That's divine timing. It's not about a date. It's not about a year. It's not about a man. This man-made time is an illusion. It's about when you come into that cycle within your relationship. Beautiful. So the fate of this relationship is divine timing. It's about divine timing, and the sole purpose is to remind you and to give you an opportunity to honor divine timing. So, let's get this message here. Events will unfold in the perfect way at the perfect time for your highest good. If something is meant to be, it will be. Trying to alter the natural unfolding of time will only disrupt its flow. So it's about being at peace, being in surrender, being in joy, harmony, and alignment with how things are, and knowing that they get to where they need to be in their own time. So there is divine timing here. Perhaps you've been asking yourself the question, is this something I'm supposed to let go and release? Okay. Let's look at past energy. Let's pull 3 tarot cards from my triple goddess deck for past, current, and I'm going to pull 2 cards for potential outcomes, so 4 cards. Thank you, Spirit. Past. We've got the King of Swords. All right, so getting a very strong message here. Immediately as this card pops out, Spirit is showing me an image of this person the person you're dealing with, being a teacher of yours. And again, now in this life, playing that role in one way or another, and perhaps now you get to return. You get to return at some point, the student surpasses the teacher and then becomes a teacher. The energy goes both ways. So this is a very nurturing energy from a past life. This is not a negative karmic connection where you had some terrible things happen in a relationship together. In fact, this person played a very mentoring, nurturing role in your life in a past life. Okay, current energies. What is the current energy here between you? Eight of Pentacles. Oh, lots and lots of divine communication. So the communication happening between you at this time is quite sacred and very, very important. There's a lot taking place, and communication is at the heart of it, whether it's telepathic, in 3D, in your dream states, communication from other places. There's a lot of information coming into the both of you for your expansion and your growth at this time. Potential outcomes. Thank you, Spirit. Potential outcomes. You've got the Queen of Wands, that's Sagittarius energy. And you've got the Two of Wands. Okay, so either way, both very, very positive. Okay, so let's go back to past. What's coming through here with the past? Spirit wants you to know that this person played the role of mentor, teacher, guide, very nurturing, supportive energy, very protective energy, all right? And so there is something here within in your person's past life around being the protector, the nurturer. Do you see how all these young minds are gathering around, feeling so responsible for what happens to them in very tumultuous times, that there is this sense of purpose and response, even though this is what is organic to your person, what they love to do, it came with a great sense of burden, because what happened to each and every one of these individuals, your person had no control over it. So in this life, one of the what they've come to balance in terms of karma is, how do I hold a space of nurturing, support and protector without being attached to outcomes? So perhaps your person's swinging all the way to the other side of the pendulum, where it's like, okay, I don't want to play that role, I don't want that responsibility. but also feeling called as part of my purpose to have that responsibility. So trying to find that middle ground. This is something that your person is working through. And so perhaps you're seeing that contrast in their energy and what they're presenting at this time, where maybe you're experiencing your person to be detached in some ways, or making a great effort to detach in some ways, or not to be too involved, or to be free. So it's finding that harmony. What is the energy that you guys come in with? Flexibility. Okay, it's learning flexibility. This was very much a part of the past life. Life is full of changes and surprises. Your guidance is to move with the current, for it is resisting the flow which creates problems. There's resistance. There's some lessons around resistance that both of you have stepped forward with. Ask your angels to help you open your mind and heart to new ideas and fresh options. When you accept the possibility that there are other ways, previously unseen doorways will be open to you, and you will move easily through them. So there is a message here. Spirit is saying right now there is something that your person can't see, like how these seem to be two different doors. How can we bring them together? Do I have to choose? And there is something that perhaps you also are not seeing yet that will be revealed. Okay, and there will be support with that, where something will come into full focus and there will be clarity, something that was previously unseen, unrecognized, or just unconscionable in some sense. There is a solution to every problem. So look at things with eyes of love and expectation. Then life force will flow freely through you. You will feel healthy and alive, and can access the necessary resources and wisdom within yourself to help you through change. Yeah. Something about change, flexibility, allowing something to be different. Maybe for you, Sagittarius, you're like, oh my gosh, this is not so complicated. Like, what's the big deal? Why are you treating me in this way? This is personal stuff for your person. For you as well, you're like, trying to understand, like, why are things not just clear? Why do we have to wait for something? What is the wait? Like, either you know or you don't know, kind of thing. All right, so flexibility. There is something here. This offers you an opportunity for something that you might not even fully realize at this time. So trust in divine timing. Current energy is there is a lot of communication that is going back and forth, providing you with information for your growth, your evolution. You are maturing in love, Sagittarius, and so is your person. So the guidance from the angels of light for you right now is surrender. Whatever you resist in life persists. Ask your angels to help you dissolve all the resistance of your ego, the inner conflict and struggle, the rigid mindsets and habits, so that they can flood your life with higher truth and joy. When you surrender to the guidance of your higher self, all the energy you have been using in resistance becomes available to you. Vitality, inner peace, harmony, and most of all love are your spiritual rewards. So flow with the pace of life, relax and tune in. Then follow the guidance of your intuition, knowing that the angels will support you at all times. And your affirmation is, I surrender to the flow of life. Now, we're looking at potential outcomes here. Divine timing already tells us everything. This is not over. You and your person, whatever the 3D conditions are, you're in a cocoon right now. You are in a cocoon of becoming. And if your mind, your ego tries to project into the future what you are becoming, it doesn't have the capacity. You've got to trust this process. You are going through your relationship, your soul is the soul that is you, and your person is going through an evolution. And so there's a transformation taking place, and it's in a cocoon like the butterfly. the how do I forget this now? This thing, the moth, the nymph becoming a firefly, the frog going through its 3 transformations, you know, all of that. But specifically, you've got this. I'm just being reminded a couple of years ago when I was experiencing my own sabbatical and going through one of my first major awakenings, this lunar moth came to sit in my room, and it was this color. So it's a very rare moth, and it came to sit right there where I could see it with me for its entire lifespan. Incredible. So, potential outcomes. You've got the Queen of Wands. This is where you embody surrender, trust, and you become you just get into full alignment with what it is you want, what it is that you want more of, and you allow it to come to you in this relationship. And then synchronicity. There is no such thing as chance in our incredible universe. The coincidences and synchronicities are carefully orchestrated by your guides and angels. So recognize them as the hand of spirit. Rejoice when you notice them, for they are the angel messages to you that you are on the right path. So this year is definitely encouraging you to be open, to be in alignment with what you want. Don't focus so much on the conditions or the details that are not a match to what you want, that you feel you might need to control or change. If you're in that energy, you are not in the energy of the Queen of Wands. You are not in your authentic energy. When you are in your authentic energy, that is when you start to attract synchronicities. Start to expect them and look for them. Be aware that there is divine reason behind them, and consider what the message or lesson is. Synchronicity is also a reminder to you that all things happen in divine timing. Can't make this up. Cannot make this up. Spirit is speaking to you here, Sagittarius. So many confirmations. All things happen in perfect timing. That's your affirmation. All things happen in perfect timing. That is what you want to affirm. That is the energy you want to be in if you want to attract into your life the highest perspective, the best outcome for you and your person. The other potential outcome is the Two of Wands, where you leave this behind and you move forward. You move on without it, right? You take a step, you release something. So for some of you, this could be you releasing the fear or control, right? But I don't feel like this is it, if I'm honest. That is the Queen of Wands energy, releasing control. This one here is, I'm going to leave this. I'm going to step away from this because I'm not able to just surrender to things, right? So I feel like I'm dishonoring myself and I'm compromising by giving this more time. You get to do whatever you want to do, right? Where this takes you is, the angels say that with this choice, you are reminded that your essence is divine. So let no one diminish you. Okay, so this is about creating a sense of power, a sense of personal power. When you feel totally serene and at peace, you are powerful. No one can upset or influence you. Your guidance here is, if you make this choice, Sagittarius, make sure that you are at peace with whatever choice you make. Okay, because no one holds power over you. Choose your path of least resistance and make sure that you are not doing something that creates disharmony and chaos internally and brings emotional conflict, and then you feel like this person has done it to you. Whatever choice you make the choice that empowers you. Your angel guidance is to find your still, quiet center. Then heal your anger, purify your emotions, rely on your own judgment, and take your own decisions. It serves your spiritual growth to take responsibility for your own life. So stand on your own feet and be strong. True power is based on inner strength, self-worth, and confidence. So claim your power today. The affirmation for you is, I am serene, powerful, and confident. And Spirit's just given me a message loud and clear. Sagittarius, whatever path you choose, divine timing is still going to unfold for you. What is meant to happen between you and this person is going to happen. So whatever path you choose here, just choose the one that brings you the most peace and the most joy and the most fulfillment. Okay. Because you can't get this wrong. Well, there you go. That's your reading. That is your reading about this connection, my darling. It is fated. It is fated. Something is meant to happen here, and you don't need to make it happen. You don't need to force it. You can just surrender and trust and allow yourself to let in whatever value you are receiving from this, through growth, through lessons, through expansion, through being able to look at love in a new way, experience yourself in new ways. Okay. Beautiful. Well, Sagittarius, you know the drill. If you'd like to take a closer look at your situation, get a personal reading. If you'd like to get some spiritual relationship coaching, email is in the description box below. Whatever you choose to do, do what is best for you. Love and light. I'll see you next time. Bye now.